Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. Today, we are going to explore a topic that is not only fundamental to the practice of Buddhism, but also deeply transformative for anyone seeking true understanding and spiritual awakening. Have you ever heard of the Lotus Sutra, often referred to as the King of Sutras? This text holds an unparalleled place in Mahayana Buddhism, and its teachings are said to have the power to radically change your life if you truly understand its wisdom. The Lotus Sutra is a scripture that has shaped Buddhist practice for centuries. It's revered for its profound teachings on the nature of enlightenment, the interconnectedness of all beings, and the power of compassion. But why is it called the King of Sutras? What makes this sutra so special that it has earned such an esteemed title? And how can understanding it truly transform your destiny? To answer these questions, we need to delve into the essence of the Lotus Sutra and uncover its profound message. The Lotus Sutra is not just a collection of teachings, but a spiritual guide that offers us a roadmap to enlightenment. At its core, the sutra reveals the truth that all beings, regardless of their current state or circumstances, have the potential to attain Buddhahood. This is a revolutionary idea. It means that enlightenment is not reserved for a select few, but is accessible to everyone. The Lotus Sutra emphasizes the universality of the Buddha's teachings. In many early Buddhist texts, the path to enlightenment is often portrayed as something that only a few individuals, such as monks or advanced practitioners, can attain. However, the Lotus Sutra presents a radically different view. It teaches that everyone, regardless of their status or background, has the potential to become a Buddha. This is what makes the Lotus Sutra so powerful. It's not just a teaching for monks or advanced practitioners, but a message for all beings. One of the most important teachings in the Lotus Sutra is the concept of the one vehicle, or ekayana. This idea is that there is only one true path to enlightenment, and that path is open to all beings. This teaching is significant because it unifies what were once thought of as different paths to Buddhahood, such as the path of the hearer, the solitary realizer, and the bodhisattva. The one vehicle shows us that no matter which path we take, they all ultimately led to the same destination, Buddhahood. This teaching has profound implications for how we view our own potential. If we truly understand the message of the Lotus Sutra, we can no longer see ourselves as limited or unworthy of enlightenment. We are all capable of attaining Buddhahood, and the Lotus Sutra is the key that unlocks this potential. But why is it called the King of Sutras? The answer lies in the depth and breadth of its teachings. The Lotus Sutra is unique in its ability to convey the entire spectrum of the Buddha's wisdom. It includes teachings on ethics, meditation, and wisdom, and it brings together the ultimate truths of Buddhism in a way that is accessible to all beings. The sutra teaches us how to live a life of compassion, how to cultivate wisdom, and how to walk the path of enlightenment. It is the King because it is the most complete and all-encompassing expression of the Buddha's teachings. In addition to its teachings on enlightenment, the Lotus Sutra is also a scripture that speaks to the power of faith. The sutra emphasizes that through faith, we can overcome obstacles and attain the highest realization. This is an important lesson for all of us. In our daily lives, we often encounter challenges, difficulties, and setbacks, but the Lotus Sutra teaches us that with unwavering faith in the Buddha's teachings, we can overcome any obstacle and transform our lives. The Lotus Sutra also teaches us the importance of compassion and the Bodhisattva path. The Bodhisattva is the ideal figure in Mahayana Buddhism, someone who, motivated by great compassion, works tirelessly to help all beings attain enlightenment. The sutra encourages us to adopt the Bodhisattva way of life, to put the needs of others before our own, and to dedicate ourselves to the welfare of all sentient beings. This is the essence of the Lotus Sutra, not just enlightenment for oneself, but enlightenment for all beings. The teachings in the Lotus Sutra are not just theoretical, they are practical. actionable teachings that we can apply in our everyday lives. For instance, the practice of chanting the title of the Lotus Sutra, or even just the name of the Buddha, is said to bring great benefits to the practitioner. This practice is called Nanyu Myoho RNQ in Japanese, and it has been a cornerstone of Nichiren Buddhism. The act of chanting these words, with full sincerity, is believed to bring about positive transformation, not just in our lives, but in the lives of those around us as well. In addition to chanting, the Lotus Sutra also teaches us to engage in the practice of dana generosity, sila ethics, and samadhi concentration. These practices are the foundation of a compassionate and enlightened life. By integrating these practices into our daily routine, we align ourselves with the wisdom of the Lotus Sutra and move closer to realizing our true potential. When we truly understand the teachings of the Lotus Sutra, we begin to see the world differently. We realize that our potential for enlightenment is limitless and that we are interconnected with all beings. We begin to understand that every action we take, every thought we have, and every word we speak has the power to affect the world around us. The Lotus Sutra teaches us to live with greater mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom, and to recognize that we are all walking the same path to enlightenment. But the Lotus Sutra is not just for individuals seeking enlightenment, it's also a teaching for the entire world. The sutra speaks to the universal nature of suffering and the universal potential for awakening. It's a message of hope and possibility for all beings, no matter where they are on their spiritual journey. In the end, the Lotus Sutra is not just a text, it's a living, breathing expression of the Buddha's wisdom and compassion. It teaches us that we are all capable of attaining the highest realization, and that through faith, compassion, and wisdom, we can transform our lives and the world around us. This is why the Lotus Sutra is called the King of Sutras, because it encompasses the essence of the Buddha's teachings and reveals the path to the highest truth. As we conclude today's discussion, I encourage you to reflect on the teachings of the Lotus Sutra and consider how you can incorporate them into your own life. How can you cultivate more compassion? How can you strengthen your faith? How can you embody the Bodhisattva path and work toward the enlightenment of all beings? Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that the wisdom of the Lotus Sutra has inspired you and provided you with new insights on your spiritual journey. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below with your thoughts or any questions you may have. Once again, thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. May your life be filled with the wisdom and compassion of the Lotus Sutra, and may your destiny be transformed by its teachings.